I think the most interesting number that they gave was that 90% of PS4 users are connecting or have connected, right? Which means two things. Like does that mean they're connected all the time, or is it
they've had the handshake?
And they were like hyping that number as a big number, which I definitely agree with. But you also have to remember at this point, the people buying a PS4 are the guys and girls that have. They have the
connectivity. Like,
right?
you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, and even if you don't have the connectivity, you're still going to want to go on there. You're going to download stuff.
But we didn't really see anything that I felt like needed to be connected to the internet anyways, right? So like, the big games that were there were MLB, which I don't know if we're going to talk about because sports.
Sports.
Infamous. And The Order. And that's what we were told going to be there. And then all of a sudden I get there and there's like all these indie
20
games,
third-party
and I
games.
sit out, like, I literally like sent the flare up to Rob. It was a couple blocks from our office, and I'm like, "Get over here! What are you doing?"
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was great to see like so many like different companies, and there were tons of games all over the place. I think one of the big things is the couch experience that they're going for. It's just like there were so many. You could hear it from the Towerfall Ascension corner, basically, because they had both the co-op section of Towerfall Ascension, was the new part of Towerfall Ascension, and then they also had the multiplayer, which I have to say, every single time I saw 4 people playing it. They also had Super Sports Friends, Pole Riders was the big game that they had going on there, as well as
like Hotline Miami 2.
Hotline Miami 2.
I tortured myself a little bit through that.
Oh, it
got through one level.
It's fantastic, but it's also, did you try 1001 Spikes?
Oh, yeah. That was really cool.
Well, they also have like a multiplayer that I did not know about.
Yeah, the competitive was really fun.
And they were saying like this was it for them. They just wanted to throw it all out there. They wanted to show everything. And the competitive side, because it was like you and 3 other people, but it's in these crazy rooms where you're going to die in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of yelling going on in that room. There was a lot of like just happy yelling.
There was a lot of happy yelling, but it was fun. Like I said, I think it's the couch co-op experience that people they're sort of like getting in on that with all these like great sort of sports indie games that they have.
I love those events, and just like the problem is I feel like those are always the best way to play those games, and then when I get home I never have anyone over.
You never have
like
nearly enough
it's
people.
Be like online.
Oh, completely.
Well, it's kind of like
online.
here in the office, like there's been dudes back playing EDF, like
right.
for like 2 days straight. There's like another set of dudes.
I'll never get anyone to come over and play EDF with me. If I call any of you, no one's ever gonna come over.
I will come over
That's
and
a
play.
lie.
Only
because I have pie, but
I will
definitely not.
You know what? I will come over
just to play EDF.
I will come over just to play EDF. Probably not as long as those guys were, because they were here until like past midnight.
It's ridiculous.
Just playing. I was like, what do you guys go home, go to sleep?
Well, some of the other games, we should, I guess, focus more on Sony and less on EDF. But we saw The Order for the first time.
Which, what they showed is weird, because it's like, basically they proved that this is a game.
Right.
But they didn't show us what the game is.
Hey, it's more of a game than Last Guardian at this point. So
right.
No, it's I guess it was weird, but they did do a lot of kind of preamble, getting it set up, and it's really just to show off the cinematic qualities. They didn't really want to show us the game. They really just wanted to show kind of the cutscenes and how you transition from cutscene to gameplay.
It's basically, hey, look, we're proving it to you right now that this is in engine.
Yep. It's an Uncharted thing of like you're all of a sudden you're in a cutscene and you're like, am I playing this now?
Right.
And I'm dead. Like, but I think
they talked about their QuickTime events and like how they want to do kind of the heavy rainish type thing where the QuickTime events branch so that like it's not necessarily a fail state if you miss something.
But you'll get a different outcome by doing different things.
And then like at the end, like you could pick this weapon or pick that weapon to finish the guy off. And they were saying something about different melee attacks for different characters.
Which I didn't know if that meant that like we could pick which character we want to play through that.
That's weird because it didn't feel like you could. It felt like you were like stuck in whichever character.
But you would jump into different characters.
Right.
Possibly. Is it a co-op game?
No, they said it's not co-op. They said single player. So.
People say a lot of things. We've all heard this before.
Right. I mean, from what you saw, are you more interested in it or just more confused by it?
I think we knew it was a third-person shooter, and we knew kind of the world they were in. And at this point, I'd like to see kind of that longer gameplay section. What makes them unique other than the technology? And like I said, in their defense, they were really talking and pushing the technology.
Right.
And that's what they were, that was their focus. So, you know, E3's right around the corner.
Right.
Oh, God. It hurts to say it out loud.
Yeah, well, and Infamous is sort of similar in that they're still being super cagey about what's actually in the game. Because I think they know now that, like, so many people want a PS4 game and a next-gen game, and, like, that this
is going to be the big one. This is going to be the push.
That this time around that, you know, people are hungry for something and they're going to buy it, so they don't have to give away all their secrets. So they won't even tell you how many powers are in the game that you can absorb. I'm putting my bet on 5.
5 powers that you can. I mean, are we talking about like different types of powers? Like, you know, last time we had like electricity, fire, ice.
Yeah, so now you have smoke and neon and then unknown beyond that. But his whole thing is that he can absorb powers from other conduits just by touching them. So you would think there would be at least a couple more than the last game, right? But it would be stuff that you would naturally pick up from the environment because that's what you do.
Well,
like you walk around and you suck it out.
Seattle, right?
Yeah. So coffee has been
coffee power.
Good.
Smugness? Is smugness a power?
Yes. It's a power up there. It gets you into a lot of places. But like, did you see any of like the enemies or anything like that? We're
still seeing the same. That's the thing. We're still seeing the same DUP.
Just sort of like.
We're seeing like the more powerful guys that have like conduit-like powers where they're like putting up stone shields and then like jumping with stone pillars and stuff like that. So
could like stone be
could be one.
One of the things, or concrete.
Concrete, I think, is more likely. But
well, and I felt like for the second game they put so much out. You had already seen most of it by the time you played it, so it feels like it definitely feels like they're pulling back. We got this one. We actually both got to play a little bit on.
How was it?
It's about third, I think if I asked, and it was about a third of the way into the game. As a character, I felt a little underpowered, but I don't know if this plays into like, at this point, I should have 2 other powers, and you know, who knows? Like I don't know. This didn't feel like maybe it was just a straight slice of a demo or like of a level. It felt like it was something that was kind of crafted for this event with some.
Oh, it's very definitely.
With some things turned off.
I think it's not only crafted for the event. I think it's probably going to be the demo that they put out to people because they censored the power. What they had shown us like 5 minutes earlier, they had that censored in the playable. But now, so like, why would you censor that?
Yeah,
but not be allowing anyone to film it?
That's a good call. It'll probably be the demo. Like I felt a little underpowered with the neon. It felt a little hollow as you were, shooting guys.
So the neon's just like shooting? Or
like what it's kind of like the electricity from the last time, right? It's your zap.
Yeah, the one thing that's a little bit different with neon is like when you go into your aim mode, you actually see the weak points with neon, which you don't see with smoke. And then like your ranged weapon is a little bit different with smoke. You actually put out a smoke bomb, and then you have to go up and like incapacitate the guys as they're choking. Whereas the neon, it's more of an explosion type thing. Okay. And then on the good side, I guess the neon had like a slow-mo effect when you zoomed in.
Zoom in, so you
had a couple of seconds to fine-tune your aim.
Because they want you to knee people, you know, on the good side instead of just killing them.
Was
it ankle?
Yeah, I shoot them in the ankle.
Ankle
shots instead of head shots.
So yeah, it looks great. The traversal is always very good. I'm just a tiny bit worried about kind of how hollow I felt.
Yeah,
but
I still had a sense of like there are guys all over the place shooting me, and where are they?
Yep.
Right.
So I'm a little worried about that.
But that's also that weird, like, I hate getting thrown in, and it happens all the time when it's like, hey, you're 40% of the game, go.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah.
But it also sounds like they were
jump?
Right, and they sound like they were also like sort of like taking out like some of the other elements that you might have along with you that might help you out in this situation.
I think for PS4 fans, it's definitely the must-buy game coming up. It's been a slow Q1 for all of us.
It's been a slow crawl for all the consoles.
Burn. So March is gonna get crazy.
Oh yeah.
So this is next car game, and just so everyone knows, we've kind of set this up with as little exposure to Kyle and Brandon as possible. So Brandon is driving right now and just getting his feet wet, so to speak.
Very heavy.
Yeah,
it reminds me of the original Driver. So just to set things up, I'm a huge fan of Flat Out. I played a ton of that first game. I remember the original Flat Out was a huge GT success story just in the office. Like everybody really loved that game, and lots of people came over and were passing around the controller and playing it.
These guys, Bugbear, they shopped this game around, and they were told by a bunch of publishers that nobody wants this kind of game anymore. So
What do you mean by this kind of game?
I don't exactly know, but I think destruction and maybe non-licensed cars. I'm not entirely sure. But I think we need this kind of game. This is freaking awesome.
A racing game where physics is everything. I think it's essentially the pitch. Like that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, if you can use your right thumbstick and look at the side of the car there, I mean, you're starting to get some real damage going.
Oh, there you go.
But then I just knocked you
Thanks
off the
a lot.
road by
Thanks a lot.
asking you to do that. Sorry.
Well, I wasn't planning on winning this one, so.
Right.
I think you're doing okay.
Cal's got to deal with this.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, stuff. Everyone's flying around already. Oof.
Oh, you said you could go through those.
You can.
Oh, the ones that aren't metal, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, watch out.
I'm good.
Yeah, the thing is with this kind of races, that the beginning of the races always feels like it's the best because everyone is just piled on top of each other.
It's kind of fun. That guy actually made a legitimate effort to evade you.
Yeah.
Oh, billboard.
I love that. No, I like to go to oncoming traffic.
Oh, right. Well, there goes your
Yes!
whole front end.
I'm ruining the race for everyone else.
Total wreckage. But yeah, so actually I will try to make an attempt at
First
this.
person. Oh, good luck. Takes a left turn. Oh, you just. Oh no.
I'm normally not a first-person driver, but this is pretty great. You gotta admit.
This is a chaos.
First-person demolition derby.
The guy's upside down. Here's a wall. You can kind of go up this guy. But you see, I'm already pretty gnarly here. You can see the guys that are wrecked because they're smoking.
Yeah, love that.
And then I think you're good to go.
Takedown.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think you're good to go as long as your engine is okay.
Your
Yeah.
front's
long as you
real
can
hurt.
drive.
My front is pretty bad.
Oh, look at your front
There's no
tire.
engine in there.
This is a technology sneak peek. And this is a separate thing than the pre-alpha. This is where things get fun. So
Thank goodness, because I know Kyle has been having fun. All right.
So essentially,
How would you
you
get
have
any
this
work done if you
giant
were making
playground,
this
and I'm going to zoom out here real quick. And this is made to just test out their physics engine. There's all kinds of fun props out here.
Yeah, the
All
giant
kinds of
spider. I love
crazy
that.
stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, look how bad my...
Can you repair it too?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, so we're going to go up here.
Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, I want this.
Oh, watch out, Bloodworth. No.
That's terrific.
Go up that ramp.
Come on, Blood, do it.
Here we go. Here we
What are
go.
you
Here we
waiting
go.
for?
Here we go. Here we go. You just went up all of them? Yeah.
Thunderdome.
Oh my gosh. Why? Like, why did it? This didn't. This took time to make. You know what I mean? You're good. You're still alive.
It's a little bit of a test of skill here.
Oh well, never mind then.
So is there still a lot of mystery surrounding this game? I mean, if they have this and they're letting people play this, I'd be tempted to be able to build something like this. Like, have they ever had any kind of editing software in Bugbear games?
I don't know, but yeah, I would think that something like this would definitely lend to having a created, create an arena, create a setup, like have this piece link into that piece. So yeah, you would hope they would do something like that.
This is like pure Hot Wheels right now. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like have that cannon go into like one of these, sets of barrels, and then set up some points to go with it.
I could see that on the cover of the game. Pure Hot Wheels.
But the thing that's interesting to me, because this is basically like an arena to like test physics and things like that.
Yeah.
So what's interesting to me is that like a lot of that stuff that you
Good job,
smash
Kyle.
through, like those barrels that you went through, like you didn't just like scatter a bunch of barrels, like those all had weight and they
Yeah,
started
yeah.
like damaging your car. So that was pretty cool.
I beat
Nice.
So yeah, so like
go
Kyle,
out,
if you want to
smash
go
some
over
houses.
here, you can just run into these houses. Uh-oh,
Oh,
there you go.
What button was that?
And see, like this, that's got weight to it. You don't just run it
Yeah.
over.
I want to shoot things.
I know. Yeah.
Let's
do this.
We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Nice.
Yes. Just like this is more fun than racing. This is way more fun than racing.
So yeah, so that's the difference between tires and concrete and barrels, right there.
And houses.
This is a good stress reliever. Anybody should just start their day this way. Just get it out of the way.
I don't get it. Like, you should be able to wreck a house in every video game. Okay. Yes. More. Yes! This is it. That's our guy. That's our guy. Let's do this.
Again, this absolutely has to be a mode in the game. You know, there's no question.
Here we
Go
go.
over to the houses.
Oh, we're gonna wreck some houses. Press 2 a bunch of times. Yes! Oh my God, come on!
I do kind of
Pretty
like
good.
the someone else is shooting the
Co-op.
torpedo.
Co-op destroying
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
game.
co-op gunner, you know? That totally changes the game.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah, the giant
are
bowling
the
ball is
best.
the best.
Yes! Yes! Come on! Like, that is all they should be working on. That's so much fun.
Look at this.
See, I think we're just in time for these consoles to be able to record themselves. So, like, can you imagine, like, the replays and the highlights of, like, millions of people playing this game, you know? Like, that's not even a car anymore.
Oh, boy.
What is that? It's like a Tetris piece. This is it. We're getting to the core of humanity here.
All right.
It's really just this simple.
All right.
What, here? Over here? This way?
Yeah.
Sure?
Do a good job. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And then
How do I get the camera out?
hit the Y button. And then you can hit it again for free mode. Oh, I can do better than that. Come on.
All right, fine.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
You can do better than that?
It's
What
screwed
does that
up.
mean?
There's still cars driving around.
Oh gosh.
Come on.
Kyle's messing with my momentum.
Yep. Straight here, straight.
Look at this though.
Love it.
Pretty good. Compared to like Forza and the next gen car games you've played, Need for Speed Rivals, like how does it? Whoa!
I missed the maze.
Wonderland of destruction. How does this hold up? I mean, is there anything visually here, any reflections or any shadows or?
I mean, you're talking
this is
about
good.
whole different things.
This is really good right now. That's fantastic.
I mean,
great.
Forza and Gran Turismo don't do anything like this, but of course it's not trying to do what they're doing either. So
yeah.
Um,
But is there anything that they've
but yeah,
talked
so
about?
I
Wow,
think
you're not even
I
a car
think I'm a
anymore.
chunk of metal with a wheel left.
Just a spinning
wheel's
tire.
still going.
There you go. Got you, buddy. I got you.
Get in there. Get in there. Delicious.
And it's all good. All right, let's do that ramp. Here we go.
Activate balls.
Oh boy. Well, they're gonna come down soon.
Look at how beautiful
that really is beautiful. It's like
Oh my God, come on.
it's like a commercial for a phone company or something. Right? It's like,
Man.
cool.
Cool.
Great. The rest of my day is going to be downhill.
I'm gonna zoom out here.
I don't think I can attain this fun level for anything else I do
Kyle
for the rest of the day.
Ballsman.
So what do we learn? What do we learn from this little?
We learned that Kyle
But
likes
this game
to throw
needs to come
balls
out
at
really
things.
soon. Yeah, there was a whole other pit over there that we missed. I like the hammer just by itself.
Nextcargame.com.
Hey Rohan, this is my cousin Simone. I wanted you guys to meet.
Hi. Hi. Nice to meet you.
This is my niece Vithika. I really wanted you guys to meet.
Hi.
Hello.
This is my third cousin Hannah. I really wanted you guys to meet.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's a pleasure.
This is Ezra. He's my buddy from college. I really wanted you guys to meet.
Oh hey. Hey, what's up?